Hallo liebe Rekruten, mein Name ist Ken, hinter der Kamera steht Don und wir wurden von Sony eingeladen, uns die Uncharted Remastered Collection anzugucken. Viel Spaß!
Good to know. Nathan Drake, the biggest thing he and I share is our sense of humor. So I can't really say it was this person, but I knew we wanted to create an everyman type character that people would relate to. Someone with vulnerability. Someone, when he punched you, his hand. The production on those different mediums is different. But again, the performance, it would be the same. We've always treated Uncharted like it was a film. That we would joke about that.
What for a pet has Nathan Drake, if he can choose?
If he can choose a pet?
Everything, every animal.
Oh, he's such a dog guy. I mean, it's a boring answer, but he's a dog guy. You know, like a bulldog. You know, but Sully kind of looks like a bulldog. Well, not Sully, but Richard McGonigal, who plays Sully, looks like a bulldog. Yeah, an English bulldog.
And what?
Oh, but no, wait, Cutter would have an English bulldog. That'd be great. So I don't know. That's a good question. Nobody's ever asked me that question. I should have said a horse, a great gray steed. No, you wouldn't want that. Imagine if I just said goldfish. What a sad answer that would be. A dog, something big and lumbering, but sweet. Maybe a big Newfoundland. And we'll give Cutter the bulldog. No, I know. He'd name his dog Sony. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. His name is Doug Sony, or it's Sonny, but with one N. You know, wink, wink. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy could be called Drake in space. I mean, he's that. Oh, why and he's brilliant. He's great. Michael Fassbender in Assassin's Creed has a very good opportunity. When I first did the first Assassin's Creed, it was one of the best scripts I've ever read, and I remember thinking, I want to see that as a movie. That first one. I mean, I don't know if I don't know how it would work. And too many people say that this is already a movie. It's such a cinematic experience. Why push it?
If you can choose another time or another setting, you will take Nathan Drake in it. Which one do you want to choose? We say
you win.
Have a time machine or a machine like Sliders, the TV series Sliders.
I love that show. By the way, you win. You know, no offense, but these are some of the most questions are like. I've never gotten these, and I get a lot of questions. Okay, so Nathan Drake's in Sliders with Jerry McConnell. Let's go to the American Revolution and kill Connor from Assassin's Creed. Throw a tomahawk in his ass. No. My oldest son's 15 now. When he was about 12, he wrote a story, and he was going to do stop-motion animation with Legos of Uncharted. Clicks and boom. And there's all of a sudden it makes this noise, and Sully, what the hell did you do, kid? And then, boom, there's this big flash of light, and it comes back, and they're floating in the water. And Nate still got it, and he's like, Sully, you all right? He puts them up. He said, what the hell happened? I don't know. It's just, and all of a sudden a boat comes up. They go, hey, over here, and they hear, man overboard, and the boat pulls up, and they get pulled aboard, and it's suddenly they're on the Golden Hind with Sir Francis Drake and his crew. And it was the cutest thing. I'm like, nice. That could be Uncharted 6.
Okay.
So
I
we'll do it.
If I play it.
One last question? All right, I got to go back here.
All right.
Great question.
if you can choose a setting to put Nathan Drake in it, what one do you want to choose?
Real, fictional, imagined?
Another time, another dimension, you can choose.
Another dimension. That'd be hard to imagine, considering I don't know too many other dimensions. Where hasn't he been? Maybe if we send him into like the Amazon, which is a very typical adventure scenario, but that'd be pretty interesting for him. I think there's a lot of things for him there to discover.
Okay. And if you can took Nathan's buddy movie from the 80s.
A buddy movie from the 80s.
Which setting do you want? In which constellation?
Can we say Hooch? Is that a buddy movie? Do you remember that? No, I'm kidding.
You think he needs a dog?
Sure, why not? I mean, he always has a sidekick, right? Like that. He always has Sully. Sully has an outsized personality. If you remember the relationship between Tom Hanks and Hooch, right? Like they sort of had this like sort of outsized personality that Hooch had, and that was the whole thing that drove their relationship.
If he had a dog, which one has he, and what for name do you have for him?
Oh wow. What would Nathan Drake like as a dog? Man, I could see him with like an English sheepdog, like something really big and hairy.
Okay.
You know?
Shepherd.
Yeah. Yes. So that could probably work. I wouldn't know what he would name him. He'd probably name him like Fluffy or something.
Fluffy?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Gesundheit. I've never heard a German say Gesundheit. That was awesome. That was a little bit of awesome right there.
Uncharted 1 bis 3, was soll man dazu sagen, war super. Interview hat Spaß gemacht. Ich freue mich auf Uncharted 4. Danke fürs Anschauen des Videos. Bis bald.